It was so nice of Brenda Pear to fill in for me yesterday. Only kidding. Only kidding. It was, in fact, me. April Fool's Day. Got some people. I actually did. There was a few that were in the Facebook comments going, man, I thought you were getting replaced. Which I thought it was pretty obvious that it was me. She talked like me. The name Brenda Pear. Who's going to name themselves Brenda Pear out of all names? You could choose any name in radio and you decide Brenda Pear. And there are still people that even know me that go, why do you go by Peaches? One guy last night that knows me pretty well asked me what my last name was. It's Peach, hence why the nickname Peaches. I didn't think this far into my radio career as Peaches, and seeing my Facebook profile, which says Brendan Peach on it, well, people probably think it's a stage name. It is, but I was born with it. And yesterday, it was pretty funny hearing people talk to me after the show going, by the way, who was that woman that was doing your show? And I was just snickering because I finally revealed it once the show was over that it was in fact me. And Maddie, the marketing assistant across the hallway, just decided out of nowhere to make it a reality, or make me a graphic, I should say. And it was me with like fake nails, hair, eyeliner, earrings, whole bunch of stuff. There was even a tattoo with a heart on it that says Dad on my arm. I thought that was pretty great. I even got my actual dad in on the joke. He talked to me on the phone. Then I had to put my voice through the AI voice changer. It was a whole lot of work. And then I called myself, and that was weird to have a conversation with myself at the very end of the show. But yeah, if you want to hear a little part of that, you can find it on my Facebook profile as well as the station page at KBear 101 FM. If you want to get a hold of me, you can today over at 208-535-1015. I wasn't answering any calls yesterday because of the whole entire thing. Just something fun. Because, you know, like everything around here, I mean, we're so hectic and we're so busy around here that I also had this feeling of like I was going to miss out. I was going to miss out on something. I didn't really want to wait till next year to truly come up with a funny prank. And so I was like, you know what? I'll just do the whole voice changer, pretend someone else is taking over the afternoon. And I'm glad at least some people fell for it. Anyway, Soundgarden and more on the way here shortly. It's Peach's Pit Party on KBear 101. So we've had some major rock news happen in the past couple of hours. I was on my lunch break when I opened up Facebook and saw Doc Coyle of Bad Wolves has left the band. I forgot exactly where it said that where he was going to, but they already found someone else, a guy named Chris Kane, I believe, to replace Doc. And then now I see here that the official statement from Godsmack has been released. To our dearest friends and fans, we send this message to all of you to share some bittersweet news with you regarding a significant change in our journey together. After almost 3 incredible decades, 2 of our most cherished members, Tony Rombles and Shannon Larkin, have decided to retire from the band permanently on good terms, but for no other reason than to fulfill their desire to live a more simple and quiet life from touring. I mean, Godsmack has been around for quite some time. 3 decades. You would get sick and tired of playing music over and over and over again. I get it, man. I get it. Most people want to be on Godsmack's level, and they dream of touring, being in a major band like that. But then once you're there, it takes a toll on you. I remember when I was listening to a bunch of different radio shows in Southern California, and I was dreaming, and I mean dreaming, of doing a radio show every single day. I would never get bored. I'm not bored at all, but it does get overwhelming with the amount you have to talk and how you have to talk and how you have to do things that you're like, okay, I want a nice break. And I'm really looking forward to that week-long break coming up in less than 2 weeks. 12 days from now, I'll finally be heading home once again to just hang out with the family and take a nice long break from this. But I wonder what Godsmack's going to do, if they're going to have fill-in members or are they just going to be done forever. We'll see. So last night I was watching an Instagram live stream. I'll talk some more about that specific thing coming up here soon enough. But it popped up in the comments saying Val Kilmer's dead. I went, what? Are they joking? It is April Fool's Day after all. So then I Google searched Val Kilmer, posted 15 minutes before I searched. It was confirmed that he was indeed dead. He is indeed dead at 65 years old. And then TMZ this morning put out this article, Val Kilmer confined to bed for years before death. Very frail at the end. Yeah, his health had seriously deteriorated near the end of his life, leaving him unable to get out of bed for years. Years. Family sources told TMZ Val had a lack of energy related to his cancer treatment. He had throat cancer back in 2014. And as a result, he was bedbound for a very long time. He passed away from pneumonia, and people were sharing the last video he put on Instagram of him wearing the Batman mask. And so tons of incredible movies that guy has done. I mean, Tombstone, The Doors movie, Heat, Top Gun, so many. So many. A true acting legend right there. Rest in peace to Val Kilmer. Last night, I just watched, so all day this Instagram live was happening, starting at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. our time, all the way till 11 p.m. that night. This guy named Menace on The Woody Show, which is the radio show that I used to listen to quite a lot growing up in Southern California. And it started in 2014, right as I graduated high school, and I listened to it, and I still listen to it now on the podcast version. And for some reason, Menace, one of the guys on the show, decided to walk 40 miles from Disney's studio in Burbank all the way to Disneyland in Anaheim, California. And I mentioned it to a couple friends of mine. They're like, that's not that far. And so I used Apple Maps, and it said to drive, it was about 37 miles, 30, 40 minutes, depending on traffic, of course. But if you wanted to walk it, it would take 19 hours to walk the entire thing. And he did start at 3 in the morning. And Menace not only was just walking, he had another guy walking with him that wasn't getting any credit for walking the entire time with him. He had a security guy with him. And what was really funny is that he had this collar on that had 5 phones. 3 in the front, 2 in the back, I think. And they were all... Actually, they might have been all 5 up front because I didn't see, because he was live on everything. He was live on TikTok, live on Instagram, on the Woody Show account, on the Menace account. The whole time he was walking. He went through a ton of batteries is what he was talking about on the live. And TCL must have hooked him up with a whole bunch of stuff because they were commenting and all that. They must have given him that collar as well. So he's wearing this giant thing around his neck, and he walked the 40 miles. He did it. He finished around 10 p.m. Pacific time last night. I was up watching him finish the entire thing, and I was like, okay, I need to go to bed, but I just want to see him make it to the very end. Sure enough, he made it to Disneyland, and I don't know what it was for. He just did it, and he got shouted out on the news. He got talked about everywhere. There was tons of famous people going onto his live video saying, hey, man, keep going. You're almost there. We should do something like that. If we want to get, I don't know, if we want to have East Idaho News cover us or something. I don't know. I'm sure I'd be the one forced to do it. Victor wouldn't do that. He wouldn't drive. He would barely drive down to Pocatello, let alone walk from Idaho Falls to Pocatello for no reason at all. If it gets us content, and I have somebody with me who's like a medical doctor just to make sure that I'm hydrated, my vitals are okay, I take my proper medications the entire time, I bet I could conquer that in a day. I would start very early in the morning and then just walk all the way down to Pocatello. And just like what Menace had waiting for him at the end, I would have a wheelchair. Disneyland had a person with a wheelchair waiting for him with 2 churros. Yeah, and he was live the entire time. The live video was an extreme close-up of his face. All you saw was him panting, sweating at the end. I wouldn't want to do that with my live video. Nobody wants to see that. There was 4,000 people watching him at the end. So maybe if we want to increase the following on our social media accounts, put the collar on me. Maybe I'll do it. Fine. I think yesterday Brenda Pear did a great job doing the Shot Clock Sports Update. She killed it. So yesterday, NFL owners approved a variety of rule changes, but decided to hold off on voting for a tush-push ban until later this year. Owners also approved placing the ball after touchbacks at the 35-yard line instead of the 30-yard line, and both teams will get to possess the ball at least once in overtime in the regular season. In baseball news, a bat used during the season that Joe DiMaggio had his 56-game hitting streak is up for bids. SCP Auction says that the bat has been identified as one DiMaggio used during Game 1 of the 1941 World Series, where the New York Yankees faced off against the Brooklyn Dodgers. Bidding is up to $100,000 so far, ends on Saturday. The last bat used by DiMaggio from the 1941 season that went up for auction was in 2004, and it brought in $345,000. What rich guy has that in their man cave going, hey, this is Joe DiMaggio's used bat. Check it out. In college football news, Coastal Carolina has found a good way to get fans to come to their football games, and that's free food. The school announced that fans will be able to order 4 free items with each visit at the concession stand, and that includes nachos, hot dogs, popcorn, and fountain drinks. They can make unlimited visits and are only required to scan each trip through an athletic department app. Okay, good for you. I don't know. That does it for your Shot Clock Sports Update right here on K-Barrett 101. AC/DC right there on K-Barrett 101, which reminds me, no matter how, if you hate AC/DC, if you love AC/DC, you know they're one of the greatest rock bands of all time, one of the most famous, all right? And they're on tour. They're going to be on tour, actually, coming up here in about 8 days. Their Power Up tour will start here in the U.S., the first time they've toured the U.S. in 9 years. It's going to start in Minneapolis, Minnesota at the U.S. Bank Stadium, right? Giant stadium. Let's look at how big U.S. Bank Stadium is. U.S. Bank Stadium capacity. 73,000 people can squeeze into one stadium. So if I want to go to their website, I go to the AC/DC ticket website, their actual website, and I go here to buy tickets for that show. And I'm looking, and most of it is sold out. Oh my goodness, actually, the entire venue is completely sold out besides 3 rows on the side. And if I go to, I'm trying to zoom in. For some reason, Ticketmaster takes forever to zoom in. Yeah, one of those tickets there is close to $700 for one of them. The rest of the stadium's completely sold out. Now, if I go to Pasadena, California, the Rose Bowl, the show that I'll be going to April 14th. Let's see here. There's some seats in the far back, but they're open because nobody really wants to sit that far away. I mean, the Rose Bowl's a huge venue. 83,000 or something like that. 80-plus thousand people could squeeze into this Coliseum, and most of the seats are sold out. And why is it that I can go to any single show here as part of this tour and see most tickets are sold out, but then I go and I see on Facebook people sharing these articles about how AC/DC has low ticket sales for this tour? Low ticket sales? They completely almost sold out the U.S. Bank Stadium, which can hold 70,000 plus people in one room. Rose Bowl. Most of it sold out. What are they talking about? Back when my dad and I tried getting tickets, I looked at the queue on Ticketmaster. I was number 31,000 trying to buy tickets to go to that show. I think they were trying to say the same thing about Linkin Park, but as per usual, Linkin Park has had some quote-unquote controversy. People don't like Emily Armstrong, so they're trying their absolute best to bash her and the rest of the band in any way, shape, or form now. And so they're wanting for some reason to just say, oh, Linkin Park is downsizing their tour due to low ticket sales. I mean, sure, it's not the same Linkin Park as it used to be, but maybe they decided to go for too big of an arena and had to had to go to a smaller place. Not AC/DC though. AC/DC didn't have to downgrade the size of their venues. They're doing just fine. And I'm seeing people share these articles on Facebook. AC/DC struggling with ticket sales or low ticket sales, and I look. And literally, there's 3 rows left for the Minneapolis, Minnesota tour, the show. And most of those tickets are just way expensive. Somebody's trying to resell those. And I don't know why just those 3 rows are open, but everything else is closed. So I'm excited for that show. I'm excited just to get away, go see them for potentially the last time. It most likely will be an emotional experience just because it's the last time potentially ever AC/DC will tour. I mean, Angus Young just turned 70 2 days ago, and I think Brian Johnson's close to 80 years old. You think all of them would be like the 2 guys in Godsmack and just say, you know what, I want to live the quiet life and retire, but no, they want to keep on rocking. kudos to them. I had to do an online equivalent of a double take. I was scrolling Facebook, then I had to run right back up because I saw this headline and went, okay, that's weird. Why is this guy, out of all people, telling, wait, Dr. Phil, groceries can make us healthy again. Here's what to buy and avoid. Dr. Phil, now giving health tips. At least he's a legitimate doctor, right? Is Dr. Phil a real doctor? He has a PhD in clinical psychology. That's what I thought. I thought he just had a degree in psychology. There wasn't anything about nutrition. So, and when you think of peak health, one of the last people you would think of is Dr. Phil, right? Nothing against him, but it's just like you don't really think of him in the health world. But he basically just gave out these tips of you go around the outsides of the grocery store where there's vegetables, produce, meats, all the stuff you would see in the food pyramid, bread, all that stuff. All the stuff in the middle is the processed stuff. So there you go. An article summed up in, I don't know, what was that, like 5 seconds, 10 seconds? Dr. Phil, make America healthy again. Dr. Phil, oh, wait, he's having a TV special. Okay, yeah, all right. I guess he's needing that money. Oh, what's his net worth? I need to know this. How much money is Dr. Phil worth? I know it's a ton. I don't even want to see this. Wait, $460 million. Okay. All right, that's enough. I think pretty soon I'll give away those tickets to go see Chevelle Asking Alexandria and Dead Poet Society live at the Mountain America Center Tuesday, September 30th. There is quite a dilemma for that day. Would you rather go to that show, or would you rather travel down to Salt Lake City and go see Bring Me the Horizon, Motionless in White, and The Plot in You? I saw a lot of people debating that online. I mean, for me, I'd much rather just drive a shorter distance and maybe wait till Bring Me the Horizon decides to come back to the area on a different day when there's no show happening here. But when there's a show happening here, I'd so prefer I'd so prefer arriving in the Mountain America Center, watching the entire show, and not have to drive 3 hours back home afterwards. I can just drive 10 minutes, be back in my nice comfy bed, and fall asleep, wake up all rested. And I was like, man, that's a good show last night. I don't usually stay the night in Salt Lake City. I only do that for Boise. Salt Lake City, I feel like I can drive the 3 hours afterward, get back at like 1 in the morning. But it's not the best feeling after that, because then you're like, okay, I got to go to bed finally. And then you wake up the next day. And yeah. But anyway, if you want to win tickets to go see Chevelle Asking Alexandria and Dead Poet Society live at the Mountain America Center, you just got to sign up within the apps, K-Bear, Alt, and Cannonball. And then also, next hour, maybe, listen for that Chevelle Cipher cue to call, and then be caller 21 you do. Not right now, but next hour. Listen for that cue to call, and good luck. Now, if I was a rich guy, I would participate in these types of auctions. During a recent auction of movie memorabilia, Chewbacca's bowcaster. Bowcaster? Is that how you say it? The iconic weapon from the original Star Wars trilogy. Where's my Star Wars music? For those listening to the live show, they'll be able to hear it. For those that are going to listen to the podcast, sorry. Just imagine the Star Wars music behind me. It sold for over $768,000. Conan's sword, not Conan O'Brien, but Conan from Conan the Barbarian. His sword was purchased for over $175,000, and a ghost trap from Ghostbusters reached the top bid of $327,600. Somebody out there got a bargain, though. The bomber jacket Tom Cruise wore in Top Gun sold for only $81,900. Why did Tom Cruise not have that jacket? Why does he not own that jacket? That's his. Could he potentially go to the guy who bought it and be like, hey, can I just have my jacket back and I'll give you this amount of money for it? There are some people out there that would probably say no because they want to keep it for themselves. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if I owned Tom Cruise's jacket from Top Gun and the Tom Cruise showed up to my place, somehow found my address, but I feel like he would also be the guy that would find it out. Like he would have that connection to find out where you're at. Maybe he doesn't know where the jacket's at, and it just somehow is with this guy who bought it for more than $80,000. Who knows? But yeah, if I were a rich guy, I would easily get into like the movie prop buying business. I think that's what Tony Hawk does. I remember watching one of his house tour videos, or one of the house tour videos featuring him, and he had like a bunch of actual props from movies. Tony Hawk, out of all people. Fun fact for your day there. I don't know why this question's popping up again. I've asked it multiple times on To Peach Their Own. What's a food combination you love but everyone else thinks is weird? Peanut butter and butter sandwich. That one doesn't seem all that bad compared to peanut butter and pickles sandwich. I think my dad told me that my grandpa used to have peanut butter and mayo sandwiches, which I have seen. Okay, what is this? Peanut butter and onion on toast? What are we doing here? Like, there's some good ones here. Like, I like to put kimchi in my scrambled eggs. That sounds amazing. But peanut butter and onion together? No, thank you. No, thank you. Dipping Ritz crackers in hot chocolate? I can see that would be potentially good. Plain yogurt mixed with crushed Doritos? You must be partaking in a particular activity in order to discover something like this, you know? Cottage cheese and pickled beets, that doesn't sound that bad. Fries dipped in mayo, doesn't sound all that bad. Ranch dressing on spaghetti. That's the one way to make an Italian person pass out in front of you. You decide to put that in front of them. Ranch dressing on spaghetti. Only in America. If you want to be humbled real fast, go outside and try to run a mile or try to do 10 push-ups or at least 11. I was looking at this article here that there's a new push-up craze on TikTok. It all started with a Mel Robbins podcast where Dr. Vonda Wright, an orthopedic surgeon and longevity expert, said that every woman should be able to do 11 push-ups, real push-ups, not from the knees. Well, that comment, I should say, went viral, and now women everywhere are going to TikTok to do their own 11 push-ups a day. Can I do 11 push-ups? It's probably a whole lot harder for me considering I carry around all this weight compared to someone who, I don't know, is like Maddie-sized, Katie-sized. They have to be at least less than half of me. I'm like 320. So it's harder for me to push up and down 320 pounds. Another reason why I also suck at pull-ups, too. I was never, ever, ever able to do pull-ups. Because as a kid, I was always as tall as the bar. And then sure enough, like when it mattered, like 8th grade PE class, and you had to do pull-ups in front of the entire class, that's where I was embarrassed and couldn't do a single one. And I think to this day, still can't do pull-ups. But I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, no, I'll have to work on that. I should make that a goal of mine. So Florida has been referred to as the free state of Florida. But one man found out that state's freedom, the state's freedom, doesn't extend to things like lounging around naked on a public beach in view of families. Yeah. A 60-year-old man named Martin LaBouffe, who was just sitting completely nude on a busy beach in Topsail State Park. There were families with kids all around, and some parents even called the police. Officers arrived. They found him just chilling in his chair under an umbrella. He also had cordoned of his area. He had also cordoned of his area with beer cans and women's underwear. Yeah, he was arrested, charged with exposure. He was later released on $2,500 bond. I tell you, old men always have the most confidence. You ever go to like the gym locker room? You'll never see a guy below like 50 walking around naked in there. It's always the people you don't want to see naked, walking around naked. It's awful. Don't go to the gym locker room if you don't want to be traumatized. I think, the only Brenda Pear yesterday talked about this story. Roads in one Pennsylvania town may look like they were designed by a drunk person, but in fact, they're intended to keep drivers safe by slowing them down. It's Montgomery Township. Yeah, they were surprised by the drivers in Montgomery Township. They were surprised by digital traffic signs warning of a new traffic pattern on the roads. They were then surprised when they saw that the lanes in the road were repaired with squiggly lines. The idea behind it is to slow drivers down by forcing them to weave in and out and stay within the lines. Does it snow there? That would absolutely suck to drive down a squiggly street like that. You slip off, car hydroplanes. Locals have slammed the idea, arguing that speed bumps would have been more effective to slow drivers down, which is true. And the new lanes will likely cause more accidents. Didn't they put in like a 6-way stop sign or something like that? Despite the criticism, the police department insists the new street design is backed by traffic and engineering experts. Of course, I would say they're just too lazy to, fix it, put it back to where that it was, make it straight, put speed bumps in. They're like, yeah. We'll just say, we've talked to traffic and engineering experts about this. Yeah, right. It's like when an airline blames the weather for canceling a flight. It's just the easiest excuse to make. So I actually finished a TV show not that long ago. I finished season 3 of Reacher. I had to wait till, at the time, March 27th for the final episode to be put out there. And it was great. Typical action TV show. And so now I'm trying to find something else to watch. And I saw this question pop up on Ask Reddit, and I figured, you know what? I'll ask it just to see what recommendations you might have. What show starts as a 10 out of 10 and finishes as a 10 out of 10? I've seen Breaking Bad before. I've seen a couple of other shows that are considered one of the greatest. I haven't seen The Sopranos, and I've heard nonstop great reviews about that, but I heard the finish is not that great. So I need more shows to watch. What show starts as a 10 out of 10 and finishes as a 10 out of 10? Let me know. Call in right now at 208-535-1015. All right, I need more TV shows. Let's do this thing. K-Bear, how's it going?
Pretty good.
What's that TV show you recommend?
So there were some, not every episode was amazing, but Burn Notice was good in the beginning and had an amazing ending.
Burn Notice. Okay, I'll put this on my long list here from prior similar questions, if not the same question, but
there's several seasons, so it's a lot to get through, but I thought it was one of the best finales of any show.
All right. Cool. So, Burn Notice. All right, I'll write this down here. Thank you so very much.
Yep. Have a good one.
Hey, you too. Hey, K-Bear, how's it going?
Doing good. Just calling in to answer your question of the day.
Yeah, what's that show recommendation that you have for me?
I would have to say Arcane. So at the start, it is really good, and it goes through, and like every single character has their own reasons for doing what they're doing. There's no real, like there still is like bad, evil characters, but you can still understand their reasonings behind what they're doing, and you can still like, I'd say like vote for them or like root for them. I'd say for even the evil characters, but for every single character, at least all the main ones, that's how it is throughout pretty much the entire show as you're learning about their backstories and everything. And it's tied in with League of Legends as well. So I'm not sure if you're into that or not, but
I'm always down to try something new. I mean, it's just I've seen that show pop up, and I think my friends have watched it, and they said it's amazing. So I'll have to see if I can get through it, because I'm not usually into like the fantasy or the stuff like that, but I'll definitely have to add it to this list here.
You know what? I'd say give it 3 episodes because the first 3 are just kind of giving some context. It's still good, but after that, oh man, it is just it keeps on getting better and better.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that recommendation. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You have a
Talk
good
to you
one.
Later.
Talk to you later.
You too. Bye-bye.
Didn't mean to cut him off like that. I apologize, listener. If you want to give me a call, 208-535-1015. If you have a TV show recommendation, feel free to call in. Let me know. I guess we're continuing on with the show recommendations. Hey, K-Bear, how's it going?
Hey, Peaches. Good. How's it going?
Oh, nothing much. Just getting show recommendations. What's yours?
So I have 2, and they're kind of like on opposite spectrums. I really like Bob's Burgers, and so I always recommend that one. It's kind of like a humorous, feel-good show. And then my second one is more like a dramatic TV series, The Blacklist.
Do you know what streaming service that's on?
I've been watching it on Netflix.
Okay.
It's a pretty good one. They have to hire, like the supposed criminal psychopath to help solve like these murder or missing person cases. So like think Dexter, but less extreme, I guess.
Okay, yeah, I've been meaning to watch Dexter too, now that you said that, because I really enjoyed the show You, and I'm really excited for season 5 to come out here soon enough.
No kidding. Yeah, that's so soon.
Yeah. Is that this month?
I don't know, but I've been hearing a lot more talk about it, like at my workplace. So I know it's like soon, if not this month.
Yeah, I've been trying to get Victor to watch it, especially when his lady comes to town. I'm like, you guys need to watch that together, because that's just one of the. He hasn't seen a single episode.
And I've never seen it either, so it's a good recommendation back to me then.
There we go. Yeah, it comes out April 24th, and yeah, season 1 is incredibly intense. I would say season 3. I think it's season 3. Mm-hmm. It might be season 2. Season 2 really got me. Like that was one of the greatest things I've ever watched. Like I think I watched all of it in one night, and I'm never the type of person
Oh
to
my
do that.
gosh. Yeah,
So-
binging right there.
Yeah.
Well, good to know.
Yeah. So there you go. But I'm glad we did a recommendation exchange. So there we go.
Absolutely. Thanks, Peaches.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, K-Bear, how's it going?
Oh, wow, you answered. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody about you, the TV show You, not you specifically.
Okay, I got one too.
Okay, what's your TV show recommendation?
The Preacher.
The Preacher. What's that on?
So it's on Netflix,
Okay.
and it's kind of freaky weird. I mean, it's good in the beginning. I haven't watched. I watched like 2 seasons of it, I think, or 1 season, but it gets really intense. It's about I can't remember the guy's name, but it's got some stars in it. I just can't remember their name, but it's really good. It's kind of not fantasy. It kind of turns that way, but I don't know. It's really, really good. I mean, you start watching it, and I binged for like 6 episodes the first time I watched it.
All right.
I don't know how long that was, but it's pretty good. It's on Netflix.
I'm
called
seeing
The
like
Preacher.
screenshots of the main character. The guy's name is Ian Coletti, the actor's name.
Yes, very good.
I can't say his character name on the air, but he has no mouth. Or yeah.
It is good. I mean, it turns out to be really good because he's like indefensible at one point. You know, he steals the power from God. It's pretty intense. I liked it.
All right, you sold me
Okay,
on it, man. I'll add it to my list here for sure.
Awesome. I appreciate that. And thanks for answering.
Of course, man. Thanks for calling in.
Okay, man. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey, K-Bear, how's it going?
Good. So to answer to Pete's there on, because I heard you were talking about Dexter.
Yeah.
So I like Dexter as well, but there's a new one called Dexter: The Original Sin, and that's on Prime. So if you watch Dexter, I recommend you watch that one first and then go into Dexter, because Original Sin kind of explains his backstory on why he started killing.
Should I watch the original series first, or should I watch the new one first, then the original series?
So watch, in my personal opinion, I think you should watch The Original Sin first. It's only 10 episodes.
Okay.
And it kind of explains why he kills. And then you watch Dexter, and then watch Dexter New Blood.
Perfect. Okay, well, sounds good.
Cool. And then also, could you play Alkaline by Sleep Token?
Yeah, sure. Let me go ahead and line that up because you called in to Peach their own and gave me the answer. And I'll get that on here for you.
Okay, awesome, cool. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Hey, K-Bear, how's it going? Oh, they hung up on me. Nope, next line. K-Bear, how's it going?
Good, how are you? I'm here to do your question of the day.
All right, what's your TV show recommendation?
Landman. It's on Paramount.
All right, what's that all about?
It's pretty much an oil field movie about, oil field drilling in Texas. And it's a 10 out of 10, and it's the first episode starts the same way the last episode ends. There's only 1 season, and there's only like 6 or 7 episodes, but it's a new one. I recommend.
Is it like
Really
the movie,
good movie
with Daniel Day-Lewis, There Will Be Blood?
Kind of, but not like that. It's newer. Billy Bob Thornton's in it. He's
Okay.
the main star.
Gotcha. I'll put this down on my list. You said it's called Landmine?
Landman.
Okay, there we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, thank
on
you.
Paramount.
Oh, Paramount.
Take
Perfect.
it easy, buddy.
Hey, you too. You as well. Thank you so much.
Oh, bye-bye, bud.
Thanks for listening to Peach's Pit Party, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Peach's Pit Party is hosted by me, Peaches, a.k.a. Brendan Peach, and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com. Until next time, Peach out.